morning. Coach Jack Daniels of the Boxers Trainers Channel. And you know how I feel this morning? You know how I feel this morning? I feel like power to the people, right? Especially when it comes to boxing, right? My thing, my real life motivation centers around making boxing great again, right? And no. See, that narrative can be misplaced when you hear it coming from a nobody, like me, to be considered, right? A nobody in the sense that I don't have all the necessary numbers, right? That puts me in a position where I'm at the top of the food chain when it comes to my podcast or podcasts, period, right? There's a lot of podcasts out there that are getting the numbers necessary to be number one, two, or three, right? Okay, and I get that, but for me to be in a position where I can intellectually change the dynamics of the way we think about boxing, hey, I'll be at it to win it in that regard, right? So let me be clear about that, right? If in the event that I'm not giving you guys the necessary info that you really desire and you float off to another channel, that's okay. But let me say this. I am determined. I am a determined type of man when it comes to um elevating myself at the top of the food chain at whatever I do. And in this instance, we're talking about boxing. How are we going to make boxing a better place for the boxers, the world, and for us as human beings? Because right now, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things with boxing that I totally disagree with. For instance, we are in the process of making the fight, the rematch for Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, right? Now, that rematch is one of the most sought out fights of in boxing of this generation, I believe, right? Everybody wants to see that fight because the outcome of that fight had so much drama attached to it, right? And the uncertainties that um, could have prevailed, right, must be looked at. And here's the thing for me, right, in that particular fight, or the upcoming fight specifically, referring to the um, issue about the A side versus the B side. Now, for most people, I would assume that that's okay with them. But is that fair, the A side, B side, especially if you look at it in terms of boxing versus so-called star power, right? In the sense that we have to give the boxing side of the A side, B side to Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney has did all the things necessary as it pertains to being in the limelight of boxing, right? To be considered the A side, right? And Ryan Garcia on the other side, as far as the so-called star quality is concerned, you have to give it to Ryan Garcia. But now here's the thing: how do the two collaborate one another when we're talking about boxing, right? We're talking about the ins and outs, the intricacies of boxing, right? A great boxer versus a star that is a part of boxing, which would be Ryan Garcia. He's a star, right? Does he qualify to be considered as the A side when he hasn't ran through the fire and made the necessary adjustments as far as his career is concerned to be considered as the A side of boxing. Let me say this in that regard, right? Devin Haney is formerly the undisputed unified lightweight champion of the world. Now, historically speaking, the first of the four belt era. He formerly was the WBC junior welterweight champion of the world, right? He is presently the WBO welterweight champion of the world. He has a undefeated record, 33 and 0, 15 by knockout, right? Now, that to me qualifies Devin the Dream Haney to be considered for the Mount Rushmore uh, boxing um, legacy, right? He qualifies to be considered as one of the best to be legacy driven to become one of the people that qualify to be at the Mount Rushmore boxing when he retires, in my opinion, right? So let's look at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has the WBC welterweight championship of the world, right? He has two defeats. He has been proven to be a drug cheat um, by the New York State Boxing Commission, right? He actually admitted being a drug cheat, right? Now, how do you associate Devin the Dream Haney with Ryan Garcia as far as talent is concerned? As far as putting in the necessary work to be considered as one of the best boxers on the globe. How can you justify Ryan Garcia being the A side under those circumstances? I mean, help me out with that if you can. Call in to let me know. Area code 870 571 3995, right? Call in. I mean, help me out with this because I need some understanding on this because this is baffling to me, right? That Ron Garcia can holler that he's the A side based on what? The star quality alone, right? What about the boxing side uh, of the equation, right? What have you done for boxing that puts you on a path to stardom as far as boxing is concerned? Devin is a star, superstar, superstar, I might add, right? Ryan Garcia is considered as a star based on his star qualities and his uh, YouTube association, right? His um, his ability to attract people to him with the use of YouTube. He's a YouTuber, right? Okay, and that's okay because that pays the bills. But it has a damn thing to do with what you've done in the gym to be considered as a star quality boxer, right? As a boxer that's going down in history as one of the best. So let's break that crap down, man. Let's get some understanding on how boxing should really deal with um, these variables when it comes to qualifying a person to be the A side or B side. Actually, in my opinion, we need to do away with the A side, B side. In fact, I took the liberty of doing a proposal. Now, this proposal will mean nothing, will mean absolutely nothing if people don't gravitate toward um, having an understanding on what it means to boxing. So let me share this with y'all, man. The new Aero Boxing League proposal I authored and uh, put this piece together. A modern, unified system for global boxing. Proposal to transform boxing from a fragmented, political driven business into a unified global sport with clear rules, fair matchmaking, and championship integrity. Model after the NBA in NBA, in NFL, and the UFC. Core number two, core problems in boxing. Too many belts from multiple sanctioning bodies. Too many belts from multiple sanctioning bodies. That causes confusion, in my opinion. Absolutely. Shout out to the chat. Roscoe1111. Shout out to you, brother. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm breaking this down, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Promoters control matchmaking instead of the sport controlling it. Rankings are political, not competitive. Big fights take too long to make. A side, B side politics override sporting merit. No unified drug testing system. No commissioner or central authority. We don't have no authority. There's no damn authority in boxing, man. None. Right? They do what the hell they want to do, right? And feed the scraps basically to the boxers. And not, hey, look. I'm having a serious problem with a lot of this garbage, man. We need to fix this. You know what I'm saying? We need to have some type of uniform system when it comes to promoting, instituting, and running boxing. We don't have that. 3. Solutions. Unified Boxing League. A single world league and that governs the sport, restores credibility, and ensures the best fight the best. We ain't got that. It's hard to get cats in the ring to fight one another these days. Why is that? Because there's no governing body. They do what the hell they want to do. And nobody and everything in this country holds under the light of accountability, except boxing. Boxing is the only entity that has no authority, no representation when it comes to an oversight. None. Boxing is driven by people that perceive boxing the way they want to perceive it and has nothing to do with credibility. And I think that's wrong. Okay. 3. Solutions. Unified Boxing League. A single world league that governs the sport, restores credibility. One world championship per division. One world championship per division. 17 weight classes. One champion each. One champion each. All existing belts retired or absorbed. Championships earned strictly by, see, that's what I'm talking about. Championships earned strictly by merit and not by um glorification, right? You can't glorify yourself into becoming a great boxer, right? You got to earn that crap, man. You know what I mean? You got to get in the ring and do what you got, um do what you desire to do to be champion, right? This is not by merit, and it should be. B. Central commission system, a governing head that a governing head with authority similar to major sports league. The commissioner oversights, rankings, ain't playing, title defenses, suspensions, drug testing, event scheduling. C. Unified merit-based rankings, ranks based on wins, quality of opposition, activity, clean testing, championship performance. D. Mandatory fights, no ducking. One contender receives a title shot within 12 months. Champions defend 2-3 times per year. No political delays or marinization. Marinization. Promoters, prom- promoters promote. They can do, they cannot control matchmaking. Promoters handle event production, marketing, fighters' development. The league controls rankings, mandatory fights, title path, large audiences, strong sponsorships, predictable revenue. Five, how, why now? Saudi Arabia's modernization of boxing has proven that structure, fairness, and major event consistency are possible. The sport is ready for a modern global league. Call to action. It is time to reshape boxing into a legitimate global sport where merit, not politics, decides champions. This proposal provides a blueprint for a modern, unified, and fair boxing future, ready for adoption by promoters, networks, global commissioners, and international leadership. Prepared by Jack Daniels uh, at the Boxers Fitness Channel. Now, like it or love it, we got to do something about boxing. If you like it, fine. But I think that boxing, like anything else, needs to have oversight. If it doesn't have oversight, it's going to run amok just like anything else, especially consistent with the Trump administration is actually running amok when it comes to this country and how this country has been treated in multiple ways. The same thing is occurring with boxing. So I don't know what else to say when it comes to this, but I do know that I am going to try to promote this, find a way, do some critical thinking, right? As I do every day, right? And try to find solutions to these problems. Because we got problems in boxing, right? Not only with the A side, B side, there's a lot of stuff going on in boxing that doesn't have any accountability association with it. Drug testing happens to be one. And I'm damn sure one of the few that I believe should have a stern um, uh, testing site for boxing, right? Boxing should be regulated as far as drug testing is concerned. Too many things can happen. A lot of people could end up losing their life because um, boxers get in the ring full of steroids, right? And the strength associated with some of the steroids is it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So my thing is that I think that we need to start paying more attention to the sport. Now you guys could sit up there and look at me and not say nothing about this. That's on you, right? But if you love boxing the way that I love boxing, you get off your butts and try to be consistent with or try to help me be consistent with what I'm proposing. That means give me some ideas, plant some seeds. You know what I'm saying? Nurture the things that you think are wrong. No, not what you think is wrong, that you believe is wrong, and let's nurture the things that you believe is right. Now I can't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, I'm one of the only ones that feel like this about boxing because nobody speaks about the need to change the behavior of the boxing industry. Now, don't y'all find that ironic? I find that hella ironic. You know what I mean? I mean, this has been going on for years. For years. You know what I'm saying? It has been literally said that the uh, mafia runs boxing. You don't hear that today. You know what I'm saying? I think that is because, if that is true, that is because the mafia has taken a total different um, outlook on how they run things and do their business, right? It ain't no more machine guns and threatening the world, right? With slaughter, right? They got sharp. They went inside with their business. You know what I'm saying? They went inside and put on suits and boots. You know what I mean? And contrary to the fact that they do what they do, but they're clever, right? But if that is true and the mafia runs boxing, then the mafia needs to be changed, then I think. You know what I'm saying? And I'm stepping up to the plate and being a man about it and confronting that possibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the liberty of saying we need to change whatever is wrong with boxing. If y'all don't have any heart to be able to stand up for what you believe in, that's cool. But me, I believe that we need to do some change in boxing, man. You know, a lot of people suffering as a result of this. A lot of people suffering. You know, we can't get no fights. We can't get championships caliber fights because somebody in the political scheme of things, right, is hindering that. Look at Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I didn't allude to when it comes to the proposal, right, is the behavior of these young boxers. You know, it's horrible. You know, they get in all type of situations, and there's no solution for them. There's nothing that they can do to change the way that they behave. Boxing should have things or people in place to help these cats. We don't have none of that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You do what the hell you want to do. You don't get sanctioned for it. Nothing. Nothing. It's just in my opinion, a ball of confusion. Boxing is a ball of confusion. The sport that a lot of us, I mean, look, man, how can you sit up and say you love boxing and you know something is wrong with it, but you do nothing to fix it? And now that is what I call crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can sit there all day, go on and on, back and forth, right, with this type of a conversation. But I'm gonna do something about it. I don't know how. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do something about it. I want to get on on my podcast, and I'm gonna hammer it home. We need to change boxing, man. We need to stop accepting the way that boxing treats us. Oh, look. Boxing is a financial institution. It makes a lot of money. A lot of money runs through boxing. You know what I mean? And in certain situations, right? People that should be promoting aren't promoting because they can't find a way to that door to um, put themselves in a position where they can erect an honest living by promoting. They can't do it because there are so many obstacles that's placed before them that puts them in a psychological position where they don't believe that they can do it. I, all that is a part of the corrupt behavior of boxing. All that is a part of the things that are wrong with boxing. Boxing is in a bad state, man. Yeah, I'm here preaching, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep on doing this, man. I'm gonna keep on doing this until I can find out with a legitimate explanation for getting to somebody's ear, getting to maybe a legislator's ear to make some changes in boxing. Boxing needs to, and I've said this for years and years and years. Boxing needs to be legislated. Boxing needs to have some rules. Muhammad Ali Act is fine, but we need more participation from the legislature. It needs to be censored. Boxing needs to be censored. Now, again, I can go on and on and on about what I believe is wrong with boxing. But what the hell do you think? What do you think? You want to listen to me? You know what I'm saying? You want me to have my opinion, but you don't want to give your opinion on what you think is wrong, what we need to do? Man, that's, in my opinion, that's silly as hell, too. Fight for what you believe in. That's what I'm known to do. I fight for what I believe in. Jose, my man, I got help. Man, I need you. Hey, Jose, man, look, the Mexican G, my man, we need to have a conversation, right? Now, what you need to do is find a way. Um, listen, Mexican G, write this down. 870-571-3995. Write that down, man. I need you to give me a call. 870-571-3995. Give me a call. I got a proposition for you, man. Got a proposition for you. You know boxing, and you're absolutely right. Whenever this fight gets made, it's supposed to be getting made, the rematch to September 5th, allegedly 2026. And got you. Right, right. Um Jose said, Haney is gonna take him to school. Yeah, I mean, that's no doubt about it, right? That's no doubt about it. He's gonna take Ryan Garcia, uh, and I'm so glad that a lot of these cats, you know what I'm saying, that kinda like Ryan Garcia, but hate the fact that he's a prolific drug cheat, man. And how the hell can you be man, and message that's what this podcast is about, man, today, right? It's the A side, B side. What the hell how is it justifiable to have Ron Garcia as the A side? And that's what he constantly hollers. And listen, I've had a conversation with Bill Haney, right? And I'm quite sure Devin Haney knows that I've said this, right? I wouldn't even be bothered with Ron Garcia. You know what I'm saying? To be bothered with Ryan Garcia is actually saying that we need Ryan Garcia. And in my opinion, Boston don't need Ryan Garcia, right? They believe that because he's this YouTuber going boxer that he's has star qualities, right? Okay, maybe he's handsome. Okay, uh, maybe he says things that attracts people to him, right? To me, they're bad things, majority of them, right? And I don't know what kind of people that get a taste for hearing the garbage that comes out of Ryan Garcia's mouth. But here's the thing: Bruce Gas Jazz, Bruce Gas Jazz, boxing and more. My man in the house. What's up, champ? So this thing about the A side, B side, you know what I'm saying? I just did a proposal on it for those that might have missed it. And I think the proposal is great, but I can't get it done if you guys don't pay any attention to it. So what I need y'all to do, rerun my podcast if you didn't get it, and catch what I said about this is a boxing proposal when it comes to changing the politics in boxing. Got a lot of bad things going on about you. Y'all know it, but you ain't saying nothing. Why is that? We got to do something about that, man. I'm tired of being the long week. The long. Sure, I'm in the jazz. Shout out to Quinn. Quinn. Q3 Q3 Q3F2X. Shout out to the chat. So my thing is the A side B side needs to go away. We need to do away with the A side, B side. We need to qualify the lead position to the qualified boxer. We got you, Bruce. Shout out to the chat. So the A side, B side, in my opinion, needs to go away. Right. That's all political. Right. It has absolutely nothing to do with boxing. Nothing. So why are we holding on to the A side, B side? So people like Ryan Garcia say, I'm the A side. That's all he's doing is saying I'm the A side. He doesn't do nothing other than his YouTube position that gives him the power to say I'm the A side. That is crazy, man. That's crazy, in my opinion. Now, if that's all right with y'all, that says a lot to me. That says a lot to me about y'all's quality of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Look, the A side, B side ain't nothing, man. It's just a way for a person to use to justify why he gets all the money, most of the money. It has a damn thing to do with your boxing qualities. It just has you in a position where you can use that you're a YouTuber to say, "Man, I'm attracting a lot," and you are. But as far as boxing is concerned, that shouldn't be a qualification. That your YouTube qualification shouldn't be a qualification. That's in my opinion. Now, ain't nobody saying nothing about this. And that's what that really bothers the hell out of me. Man, Bruce, again, I know I keep saying it. I got to get with you, man. I really do. Look, man, I got a few things to do and a few people to call. So I've run my course today. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? Give a little consideration to the proposal. Drop a comment in the comments section and let me know what you think about the proposal. Hit that subscription button and hit the like button. And I'll see you later. If not, today, tomorrow. Later. Love you.